So, checking in again with everyone. It's Wednesday, working from home, lunchtime. So, I'm out for 1 hour rucking, 25 kilos in the backpack, and I came out with my wife, the dog, and our 2-year-old in the pushchair today. They've stopped for a minute and I'm just gonna carry on walking for 5-10 minutes to do this video and give a little update on how last week has been. So I'm trying to just be more active in general, and I haven't been going boxing for the past 2 weeks because I had a rib injury from sparring. I'm going back tonight though. So today I'll be doing this 1 hour rucking and also a 1 hour boxing session later. And in general, I sort of set myself a target for the past week of hitting 12,000 steps a day. So that'll include like rucking as well, commutes to work, like walking to the station, all that sort of stuff. But I've kind of made it a non-negotiable in that I do a lot of walking in general, but when I had a look on my Apple Watch stats, I realized that I only walk about 8,000 steps a day on average when you average it out. And I'm being very controlled and disciplined with my diet at the moment. Eating 2,200 calories, sometimes up to 2,400, approximately anyway. I don't track it every day, I just kind of figure it out every now and again, and I pretty much eat the same stuff, so I know it's in that region always. And I don't want to eat any less than that. Like, it's at the limit really of what I need, especially when I have days when I'm doing a bit more volume, a bit more training. Probably could do with eating a bit more, but overall it works out okay. So I am trying to get leaner still, so I kind of want to be in a deficit. But yeah, I don't want to restrict too much because I want to get enough protein in, and I also want to enjoy what I'm eating and not feel hungry all the time. So I decided to make 12,000 steps a target, non-negotiable target. So now, like if I get towards the evening and I haven't hit it, I'm going to go out again and walk the dog. I know that I seem to do about 1,000 steps every 10 minutes of walking. So what I'm trying to do is, you know, after breakfast, grab the dog lead, take the dog out for 10 minutes, no backpack, just walking, get 1,000 steps done. Same after lunch, same after dinner, do an hour of walking or an hour and 20 of walking with this at lunchtime. And it all adds up. And then if I get to the evening and I haven't hit that steps yet, with all the steps tracked from boxing, just walking around the house, all the bits and bobs you do, then I'll go out and do it. Typically what I've found is that it's been quite easy to hit 12,000 for me with a few extra additional walks during the day. I haven't had to do any last minute catch-ups yet. Now, when I'm in the office, I realise that I have moments in the day where, you know, you might just browse the news for a bit, or the internet, or you might just not be actively working on something. There are moments in the day when you just need to think about what you're going to do. And you know, you take some time to go to the bathroom, or you can take some time to make a cup of tea or a coffee. So why not kind of be a bit more intentional? So now if I'm going to join a meeting, I kind of think about, is this a meeting that I'm going to actually have to contribute a lot to? Am I going to need to share my screen or anything like that? If not, I'm just going for a walk now, you know, even if it's just 10 minutes at the start or the end of the meeting. Kind of finding those safe times throughout the day where you think, I could go for a 10-minute walk. So last few days at work, I've been able to get, you know, 2 10-minute walks in. And one day I did 3 10-minute walks in one day. and then I'm taking my lunch break to train weights in the gym. So that's helping. When you add that to 25 minutes of walking to the station in the morning and back in the evening, extra 20 to 30 minutes of walking during the day, I've been able to hit 12,000. So the average is coming up. Most days it's 13,000 without really trying too much harder. On the weekend, I think I had a 15,000 step day. So I'm hoping to just control my output rather than my food a bit more now. My food is stable and good and I'm happy with what I'm eating. So I don't want to change that. I think the dials to turn is exercise. Being more active in general is all going to help towards a step count. So be more active, be out with the kids, take the kids to the park, be out walking in the woods, put the backpack on when it makes sense to, make sure I'm doing rucking. Hopefully I'll be back at boxing twice a week now. Last Saturday I went out to a 50-metre outdoor pool in Brighton and I think I did 1,200 metres because I couldn't stay too long. But that all helps, just being active and doing different things. Weight training during the week, 3 days while I'm in the office. You can fit it in. Like back in the beginning of this, I just started off with the goal of getting back into rucking to be active, to build some strength, cardio all at the same time, because I was short on time. And sometimes, you think you're short on time, but you can find the time to fit all this in. You just have to make it a priority, but you won't do it if you're unfit and not eating well and you haven't got the energy. You will find excuses subconsciously. So my advice is to get rucking, start walking a lot, turn those walks into rucks wherever you can, start adding weight, start eating better, and then you'll start feeling better, and all that positivity will lead you to try harder things, do different stuff. Before you know it, you're living an active lifestyle that you were a million miles away from, this time last year really, when I started it all. And it takes time. Like, I've been fairly consistent for a year now and I'm still nowhere near done with what I would like to achieve in terms of looking good and feeling good. I am fit now. I did a park run Saturday as well, and I ran it in 20 minutes and 12 seconds for 5 kilometers. So cardiovascularly, yes, I'm pretty fit. I'm aiming to get that down to below 20 minutes, and then I'll be happy with what I've achieved with the running. Weight training, like, I'm never going to build huge amounts of muscle as much as I try. I never eat enough probably, and I've got long limbs. The muscle takes a long time to show up, but it's good to, I've got to do it. I've got to do what I can. I've got to get as strong as I can and work with the structure I've got. I've got my advantages when it comes to swimming and boxing, having those longer limbs, so lean into those things for now. But overall, the plan's working. Just keep being consistent. It's been a year. Hopefully it's going to be a good summer. I'm right on the edge of, probably being around 16% body fat, and if I keep working hard and the diet works for me and the step count stays high, potentially I could be getting down to 14% body fat, 12% body fat, and then I really think things are going to start to look good and reveal the hard work I've been putting in.